I'm Anuj Dhariwal. I am a biochemical engineer, PhD in fermentation. So I was always bound to work for Novozymes, which is one of the world's biggest and the best fermentation company, biotechnology company, to keep exploring and to keep evaluating those kind of opportunities where Novozymes can actually add value. So Novozymes as such is a biotechnology company, one of the top three, actually the biggest. And we provide biology-based solutions where otherwise chemicals were used or are currently in use. For example, detergents or cleaning of water or cosmetics or pharma, anything else, food and beverage, right? Brewing and so on. Why biological solutions are better? Not just because they are biotechnology, so they sound sexy, but of course, they bring a sustainability aspect to it because those biological sources are not going to be extinct. You can produce as many microorganisms as you want as long as it is in compliance with nature, and mostly because it is coming from the nature. It's not something hidden under the earth that you are taking out and then refining like a petrochemical. It is going to be there as long as humankind is going to be there and all the nature is going to be there. So just to give an example, we invest or reinvest every year 13% of our revenues into R&D. Yes. And by all benchmarks, you will find that this is even higher than pharma companies, which are more R&D intensive. They do. But the reason that we do this is because we believe, yes, there is much more that we can do. And unless we invest into that innovation, which is in a way our investment into sustainability, we might not just be outcompeted by some other player, that's one business aspect, but we might also feel that we are not adding enough value. What was the whole reason or whole purpose of having Novozymes, Hello Science, which is an open innovation platform. Because as Novozymes, we know a lot about biotechnology. We are respected for the biotechnology competencies that we have, but we also believe that nobody knows all. And a lot of entrepreneurs, those PhDs, postdocs, and startups, they can tell us so much more because maybe at some time we are not able to see from that angle, which they are doing, or maybe we don't have time and capacity to actually endorse that in-house. But if they can do with some support from our side, whether this is a technology support, whether this is support in scale up, partnership, collaboration, commercialization, mentorship, all that we can do, and then vice versa, we learn a lot from them. So that has been the whole purpose of starting Hello Science, and then it's a journey. We are getting sharper, we are getting better every year, but again, it's a journey. Maybe there is only 1% that we have scratched the surface. There's still 99% we have to still go through. COVID definitely has, challenged us in different ways, but it has also opened many new opportunities for us. To be honest, as a biotechnology company, we also not found, but let's say we were reminded that there is much more we can do for the society, whether it's in terms of providing our scientific help in the diagnostics area, or maybe allowing our plants to produce more ethanol for the sanitization solutions. So a fermentation company can do more. Maybe we were not producing ethanol because it was not a very lucrative business. But in those crisis time, we can actually allow some of our engineers and our plants to be utilized for that. That's one. And then it also showed to us, maybe through Hello Science, when we revamped Hello Science into a more digital platform, physical plus digital, but more digital savvy. The idea was not that at some point there will be a crisis and we will not be allowed to travel. But the idea was how we can make it something as alive that we are not bounded or we are not limited by the physical presence of it. So entrepreneurs across the globe, when they are working on similar solutions, we all want to reach those SDG targets by 2030. How we can make it more feasible and more approachable for everybody. And the answer came into digital, both because of resource intensity as well as a 24/7 kind of use. We don't need to be having Anuj or Justin always available on the call. You can go to the Hello Science platform, put your question. The mentor, when he wakes up in China or maybe in Brazil, depending on your location, he can answer that. So it was already working in that direction, because there are always some limitation of resources, capacity, prioritization, availability, weekends, weekdays. So digital has been part of our strategy, but I think with this COVID thing, it has just come up much more on the priority.
That's what Anuj is saying. One of the projects that came to us basically is doing digital testing. And originally they had looked at food-based solutions and then quickly realized that the technology that they were looking to develop actually had potential to be deployed in a COVID-19 diagnostics context as well. So very quickly, through this combination of both physical and digital, we were actually able to first and foremost scan the project, secondly then see if there were suitable mentors or partners within Novozymes, and then thirdly use, most importantly, the Hello Science network to also see if there was an opportunity for us, as I would call it, to pay it forward. So really the whole idea of Hello Science is to use applied research, what I call humanitarian innovation projects like SolarSac, who you guys obviously know very well, and then some of the more commercially sort of focused projects, and then say, where is the sweet spot between all those elements and how can we use innovation and sustainability to drive those initiatives forward. So I think COVID, as Anuj has said, has really been, I would say, a lens to kind of look at digital and physical solutions and actually see what can be done to accelerate their deployment.
We have been pushing ourselves is sustainability should not come as kind of a packaging of a storyline or as a CSR initiative or as part of a report or some nice videos, this and that. We believe, and it's not just Anuj and Justin, but as Novozymes, we believe that sustainability is basically a non-negotiable and a driver for our business. We believe that we cannot wait for all the lights to turn green and then we say we are providing a very good solution which can replace a non-sustainable solution. But what as Novozymes or as this particular team, we keep pushing for is to find the leverage of sustainability to basically find our place in the business. So sustainability should not be that, yes, this is a $5 versus $5 and this is also more sustainable. There is a value that comes with sustainable solution. If you are using a detergent which is more sustainable and it is saving you water, then it's a whole chain that gives you a clean water and which has an impact on the water resources. So all that have to be, let's say, in a quantifiable way, be communicated to the society so that they should value sustainability as something real and not just something as a qualitative aspect. I think normally what you see when you apply for different awards or their award function, it's kind of a competition. What I like, and that's why we were, when we were celebrating when we won last year, it actually came as a very good opportunity. Not only because we were winner, even if we would not have won it, we got connected with the very good potential partners. We got connected with entrepreneurs, with the startups. And then you see that there is a common goal, which is, let's say, the 2030 target of SDG. If everybody is racing towards it, eventually we might actually reach faster or in a better and bigger way. So This is a very interesting competition where actually we all can win. And I think that's what, not just as a winner, but even what we could learn from other winners or others who could not win last time. The objectives are similar. Maybe there are different approaches and some are complementary, but there is nothing conflicting. It tells us that yes, there are more ways of creating impact, which we currently maybe don't know. But then that's the amazing part of this kind of initiative, that it also acts as a as a learning opportunity for us. That and purposefully we did not applied or nominated for it. The reason being there have been a revamp of Hello Science being done late last year, and now we are working on a model which should be actually more impactful and more digital, and it's all in the process. That no, we will not apply this year, but then we have a target that once we have established that model with very concrete examples with our new partners and also with the ongoing partners in a much better, bigger way, we will not only apply, we are very hopeful we'll win again. I mean, we would love to be participating every year because it's a huge learning. It's not only the prize, but the process also is very enriching. But purposefully we have not nominated ourselves this year. Them honestly is don't see this just as a competition that you have to win and maybe put on your CV to raise the next fund or so, or maybe just add something to your kitty. It's basically a very good opportunity to first learn more about yourself from others, because there is always a critical angle when others actually look into you, criticize you or give you positive constructive feedback. That's one. And second, you can actually learn a lot from them, what they are doing, how they are doing. And like we have the experience last year, this is a kind of a competition or opportunity space where there is no conflict. You can only get better by joining forces. Mm-hmm. So whether you win it or not, whether you are in the last top 5 or not, you will always find some good ideas, some good mentors, potential partners, customers, employees maybe. So you will always come back with something in your hand, if not the final trophy. That's